How to kill your players, your characters, your party with bandits. Really what we're talking about is how to make an engaging encounter when using bandits. So as always, let's get right on into it. First things first, I'm not going to show the bandit stat block because it doesn't matter. Bandits are a specific type of bad guy that we encounter all too often in Dungeons and Dragons. Now the thing is I'm talking about making an interesting encounter with bandits. And how does that work? Because I can take a group of regular bandits and put them against a level 1 party or put them against a level 3 party, and they're very different as far as the encounter goes. And the thing is the bandits have personalities. You can use bandit personalities to influence and inflect how the encounter is going to go. What if you encountered a group of bandits that absolutely hate elves and one of the members of the party is elves? That changes that bandit group's motivation. Now, all they want to do is either kill the elf or take a prisoner. You take the pick. Another way that we can utilize bandits when it comes to an encounter is actually give the bandits a motivation. And I'm not talking about the group of bandits. I'm talking about each individual bandit. Maybe there's a group of sisters that are trying to get up enough money to help their mother who's sick and they need a health potion, right? If we actually engaged in dialogue and the right thing was said, maybe that's revealed in some ways. Or when the wizard actually casts a fireball that destroys one of the bandit leaders, maybe those two sisters run away. They have no desire to be there. The bandit leader's dead. Or maybe there were two that were slaves, and as soon as their master, the leader, the person that owns them is killed, they run off too. Or they turn on and shoot at the people that were their captives. Bandit encounters can be used if every single person has a motivation. Now, all you got to do is make them single-sided. Don't make every character that the players are going up against have these complex backstories. What's their singular motivation? One-sided, one story, one device, and then lean into that. You'll be amazed at how it enhances those bandit encounters. Another thing with bandits is you can make one or two of the bandits stand out. You can have a bandit leader. And if you really are talking about how to kill your party with bandits, they can have weapons too. They can have potions. They can have scrolls. They can have casters on their own. And they probably have a tactic set up. They're not just going to rush in and wildly attack the party. These are bandits. Now, if they're skilled bandits, maybe that they are setting a trap. They actually fail willingly a stealth check on this side, so their two archers over here don't fail the stealth check. Maybe they use nets. They drop nets. Maybe they have traps set up in the road. So the moment your melee is attached, a big net trap catches them and lifts them into the air. Now what? Your two melees are out of the combat. Now here's the thing. The bandits aren't trying to kill you guys, so maybe they're using stunning areas. Maybe they have paralytic poison. There's so many things that you can then do when the bandits have a motivation and they're tactically thinking correctly. Also, when it comes to dealing with bandits, bandits may not be operating independently of one another. And if you take down 2 or 3 bandits, they may run off immediately. Remember, bandits aren't there to kill the party. They're there to steal from the party. They're there to rob the party. And only a couple of really aggressive bandits are going to stick around and fight to the absolute death. You melt a couple faces off with an acid splash or a firebolt or chop someone in half with a giant, greatsword, chances are half that party's going to run. The winning conditions in a bandit group doesn't have to be death. It can be once 2 of the bandits drop, everyone else escapes. And maybe they have a path to escape with, and the party actually chases them, then they're caught in a trap. Bandits aren't unintelligent. They're good at thuggery. They're good at mugging people, especially if they've been doing it for a while. The other thing with bandits, you have 2 approaches here. You have the dumb bandit and you have the smart bandit. The dumb bandit is along the lines of a thug. They're good at doing what they're doing. However, they can also be tricked. If you're dealing with a group of bandits that are stupid, maybe your party tricks them out of the way. It gives them something where basically the wizard says, I'll give you a singular gold coin using prestidigitation to let us pass, because they were asking for 10 silver or something dumb. They get that coin. What happens when they leave and they go, that coin disappears? Do the bandits even notice? Do they put it in a pocket? Do the bandits disappear directly in front of them because it's the most they've ever gotten? All of those things are a fun thing. Or maybe, an ornate treasure chest, an illusion magic. It's not going to be hard to trick those bandits into giving you what they want and letting you go. Question is what happens afterwards. Now let's also talk about the smart bandits. This could be the Robin Hood type, right? They're robbing the rich and giving to the poor, and you are an adventurer and you tend to be rich. Maybe they have a problem with adventurers that stems from a long time ago when adventurers ruined their village. And now you as adventurers, they hold that grudge against you. but they're smart. And they know not to engage you unless you're just going to give them what they want. Or they're going to lure you away. They're going to have you chase them down, and they're going to lure you into a trap. Bandits may encounter at one position, but that may not be their end-all goal. They may be to run off into the woods to get you to chase them, peppering you with arrows as they go until you actually get into a trap. Bandits can be either the dumb thugs that encounter you on a thing, brute force, or the I'm going to lure you away. Maybe it's not even Robin Hood. Maybe it is an evil bandit that is smart enough to lure a group of adventurers off the forest because he's been doing it for long enough. I love using bandits in all TTRPGs because it gives me as a dungeon master flexibility. Adding motivation and actual tactics allows me to balance bandit encounters to any party of any size, of any play level, of any skill level, because I can deal with both dumb bandits and I can deal with intelligent bandits. I can also give them armor and weapons that make them a little bit more difficult if I need to. When I'm balancing bandit encounters, usually the balance is around the singular motivating force. Why are these bandits attacking this party? What is the purpose behind that? And when that purpose gets derailed, they leave, they bounce, they're out, peace out. So that's one of the reasons I love using bandits to create challenging encounters. On top of that, if the players let one bandit live, that bandit has an option. You as the dungeon master now get to choose, hey, is this bandit going to come back and fight them to the death? Or did he free them? Did he let everyone that was holding him into this lifestyle, lets him become a merchant? And long time down the road, all of a sudden the players come back and they meet that bandit lord, that bandit's leader, the archer they let go, and they're now a baker, they're now a magic smith, they're now an auctioneer. And all of a sudden they've got a resource to use because they didn't kill that bandit. Bandits allow for both great combat encounters, but great story encounters and great storytelling all across the world. And what I mean by all across the world, your world, the world you're playing in. Let bandits go. Do they come back and haunt you? Let a bandit go that wants to live, that never wanted to be there in the beginning, and all of a sudden they become a forever ally that you find out later down the road because they've changed their life. Bandits, as a whole, should be used in every game as the side quest, as the people along the side of the road, as the thugs, as the intelligent raiders, and maybe the players side with the bandits. Maybe you do have a Robin Hood situation, and because the players engage in dialogue. That's the other thing. If you want both social and combat, you can have both. Because as the combat is going on, the bandits can still be talking to the players. You can still have that banter back and forth during combat. So if you want to talk about some fun encounters, bandit encounters where the bandits will engage in combat, both insulting and telling them to give their players, or if someone, maybe you've got brothers and you kill one of the brothers and they actually drop and they die. Maybe that enrages the other and then his friends leave, but he stays to fight to the death. There's a lot you can do with a bandit encounter, and I encourage you to remember that bandits are people, elves, dwarves, humans, sentient individuals that have motivations. Lean into those motivations, and all of a sudden bandit encounters become amazing encounters, both social encounters and combat. If you need to challenge your parties, give them some potions, give them some magic weapons, make them bandits of the realm that have been doing it for years and plaguing them. Then all of a sudden, maybe the players lose, but they find out, they wake up and then their stuff has been stolen. But the bandits were kind enough to at least leave them their weapons and armors, and with a note, we can't have you going into this world and not being around. You do good, but your money belongs to us. Maybe that's the type of bandit lore that there is. So then all of a sudden a TPK that was meant to be a challenging party doesn't end in results, because the bandits aren't heartless, but the rule is, give us your money, you're going down. So there's a lot of ways to take this. And always, guys, comment below, tell us what you'd like to see as far as creative encounters. This video is really just about taking bandits and thinking about them just slightly differently, just a little bit. They're not just thugs, they can be anything you need them to be to create the right encounter for both your characters and your players. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time. Take care.